Obviously heard about this. We had some bomb threats going on in Canada that I don't know if they're giving much details out on yet, but this is a new one.
Resuming following bomb threats affecting facilities at multiple airports. Let's turn to Mark Harkesol for the latest now. So, Mark, what more can you tell us?
Juanita, yeah, we've heard from individual airports as well in the CBC newsroom here that things are ramping back up to speed, if they were ever off speed at all. We received reports, for instance, from an official at Trudeau Airport earlier today who said that this situation really didn't affect their airport operations. They didn't have a ton of delays. And if you look at the boards at the various airports affected across Canada this morning, there's not a ton of delays or cancellations to talk about, whether that's departures or arrivals. The scene you are looking at right now, though, is from Ottawa International Airport a little earlier this morning. This video sent back to us by a CBC News colleague who was waiting to catch a flight. When the situation first unfolded, there were significant delays at many airports. Some people had their flights delayed by up to an hour in some cases. The situation here is that there were bomb threats called in at these airports. We first got word of it from the Federal Aviation Authority in the United States, who listed ground stops at the airports in Montreal and Ottawa on their website. Those were shortly taken off, though, but we made some calls. It turns out that, Juanita, you mentioned NAV Canada, the Air Traffic Control Authority in the country. The threats were made specifically to their towers at these various airports, and we have a statement from them. They wrote to us saying, quote, "Early this morning, NAV Canada was made aware of bomb threats affecting facilities in Ottawa, Montreal, Edmonton, Winnipeg, Calgary, and Vancouver. Employees at impacted locations are safe, and a temporary ground stop has been implemented at the affected airports. We are collaborating with authorities to address the situation and ensure the safety of all personnel and passengers. Travelers are advised to check directly with their airline for the latest updates, as delays may occur." So that is the advice right now, is to check with your airline, check with the airport ahead of time. It sounds like any delays that did exist are rapidly dissolving, but you should still check ahead anyway. Important to note, while police in these various jurisdictions are still investigating, at this point, as far as we know, there have been no explosives discovered, anything like that. This appears to be just a threat. Police forces that we talk to around Canada in these various cities are calling this simply a security issue at this point. They are all still investigating. We have not heard about any claims of responsibility, any arrests or anything like that at this point. But the good news is that it seems as though there's the all clear at these navigational towers, these air traffic control towers at all of these airports, and things seem to be ramping back up to speed, if not there already.
All right.
What do you think?
I don't know. It's it seems coordinated. I mean, but you could probably coordinate something, even a prank like that, pretty easily with AI and stuff like that nowadays. Can't you easily get like fake numbers and stuff too, like burner numbers just through websites?
Yeah, probably. So there's no like they didn't say who did it,
Or
or
they just-
what's the point? Usually with a bomb threat, there's a point. It's like an activist.
Or
thing.
they're covering it up, or they found a fuck, or they're just like, they quashed something, or they thought something got through, or they're, this is like a slip up and they just don't want us to know.
What the actual reason was.
Well, yeah, because it's going to be a brown person, I mean, I hate to say that, but if someone's putting bombs at airports, there's a 90% chance with all the new Canadians we've let in and not vetted over the last 3 years. And then we're pissing off Palestine and Israel somehow, and, and India, and, it's just a mess. We've managed to piss off all the people we let into the country. There's like a significant portion of them that don't like us. So we'll see what
Well, they
happens.
also come with their own. They
Hopefully
also
they're
come
here to start a new life and all that jazz. But
some of them seem.
Time
Some of
goes
them
to
seem to.
Peru and
some of them
everything
s-
else.
Some of them seem to come with their own wars too already, right? Like the Eritrea stuff that was happening in Calgary, and they're
We
like,
see the most protested guy at the G7 wasn't even Trump. It was Modi,
oh
because
yeah,
the Khalistanis were riled right up.
yeah.
So, what are they? Are they just fine? India says they're terrorists. We say
They're fine here. They're fine here. They can walk around with their swords and everything and weapons.
because the cartels don't tend to bomb airports,
That's why I was asking us. It seems odd. Something's not.
but
Something's not
terrorists do. So I mean, we could have pissed off Iran. So we probably got Iran pissed at us, and Israel and Palestine. I mean, I don't know. The Palestinians isn't even just the Palestinians. It's like all the Muslims are freaking out to a certain extent.
And what's with the CTV talking openly about that? Like their article about the 17,000 criminals let in. Like why are they all of a sudden now talking like that?
That is also odd. Yeah, I would agree. That is
Normally
also
they wouldn't really publish like well, who knows? I'm just speculating, but you know what I mean. They seem to cover up a lot of federal um crimes and corruption things and stuff. So why would they even mention it?
well. There seems to be a weird switch, pivot